Should we have an intro?
This is our podcast intro.
What's up, guys? Welcome back
Hello.
to his podcast. I'm Oscar. This is my sister, Sofia. I hope it doesn't sound like I have food in my mouth, but I do. But I hope it doesn't sound like it. Anyways, this is our podcast, the Hits Podcast, HTS, no I. I would make it rhyme, but Sofia's a hater, and she's not even going to say bars if I do, even though I just did, and she didn't say it. Look at her. Fuck that guy.
Maybe I'm just too stupid to realize you rhymed. Did you ever think of that?
HTS, no I. I'm not going to make it rhyme. I and rhyme is a stretch. I would have to slant it a little bit, and it would have to be done like melodically. Just saying it doesn't really work that well. But
So what I'm hearing is that you're the problem then, and you didn't execute it well.
No.
Yep,
My
that's
medium
exactly what I
is
heard.
the problem.
That's
My medium.
exactly what I heard.
Sophia,
Oscar.
you know what this is.
Yo, mama. That's my mom too.
I know you didn't even try when I said, do you know what this is?
I didn't. Okay, do I know what? You just said, do you know what this is? And I don't know what this you're talking about. Oh, what, your goatee?
No.
Oh, it's because my phone's right there, so it might be like blocking whatever you're showing me.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, you guys don't know the setup.
Because it looks
okay,
like
anyways.
all I see is from his head up, so I just see like.
Okay, well, for those of you that can see, and those of you like Sophia,
Ew.
who are idiots, I'm wearing a Pizza Planet shirt. Sophia, do you know what Pizza Planet is?
It's a restaurant.
What kind
Toy
of restaurant?
Story. A pizza one.
That's I don't know why I said what kind of restaurant, but I just started saying it, and then I was like, "There's an answer to that." I thought you were gonna say a fictional one. Yes, Pizza Planet is the planet. Pizza Planet is the restaurant.
And he called me
Toy Story 2. From Toy Story 2, where Buzz and Woody steal the truck and go to the Pizza Planet and then get in the machine and then get captured by Sid.
And they're like,
I don't think it comes
no.
out in. I don't think it comes out in the first one, right? Here's my point. My point is, I have a Pizza Planet shirt, right? Mm-hmm. I like shit like this. I've worn the Dinoco shirt before on the podcast, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've worn this shirt, but I'm wearing it now. I like shit like this because it's not just Toy Story. It's like, it still is a Disney Toy Story shirt, but you have to fucking know. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think Dinoco is maybe a little easier than Pizza Planet. Mm-hmm. But like, if you see the shirt and you see it, and then you like, you know that you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. I have several shirts like that, and I like them and I enjoy them. It like makes my brain feel good, right? Mm-hmm. Not earlier this week, last week on Sunday, I believe it was. Yeah, it was Sunday. We went to the mall, right? Because Andrew was in town, so we were all hanging out and shit. And then at one point, we go into like a little gift store where they have like a bunch of Funko Pops and like all sorts of bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. Like literally one of the entire fucking walls was nothing but Funko Pops. It was a lot. There were some cool ones.
Did you get any?
No. I said there was some cool ones, and then I felt the need to explain. I'm not an asshole that collects Funko Pops, but some of them were cool.
So rude.
Anyways, there was a bunch of them, right? And me and Perkins are looking at them. And then Perkins was like, "Do you like Harry Potter?" Here's why that was interesting. If any of you are cool, and if any of you are like in the know, aka cool, and saw last week's episode, I was wearing the same shirt that I was wearing then and there at the mall when Perkins asked me if I like Harry Potter. Last week, I was wearing my Borgin and Burke's shirt. I'm not that cool because I honestly don't even remember if that's exactly how you pronounce it. I'm saying Borgin. I don't know if that's the right word. I know it's Burke's.
Enough. If it's wrong, that's how I pronounce it. So like,
I was wearing a Borgin and Burke's shirt, which for those of you that still don't know, I'm talking to you, Diego, because I bet you're not this cool. And I know you're listening to this because Diego watches all of our shit. And then in real life, he brings it up or like makes reference to it. And then I have to realize that like there are real people that really watch what we make. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. We post on the internet and people see it? Wow.
Yeah, but no one ever talks to me about it. You know what I mean? He's the only one that talks to me about it. Yeah. Like Coco and Josh don't ever talk. You know what I mean? Like other people in our lives.
Coco and Josh don't watch it.
I don't think so, honestly.
Yeah.
Anyways, hold on. We're getting too far. You, Diego, I'm talking to you because I know you don't know what Borgin and Burke's is because you ain't that cool. Borgin and Burke's is a store that evil wizards shop at in the Harry Potter world, right?
Evil wizards.
So I was at the mall. What? They are you.
You were at the mall?
We were at the mall, and Perkins was like, do you watch Harry Potter? And I was like,
you don't even
if
know.
you were cool like me, you would know this is a fucking Harry Potter shirt right here. And I was like, that's the thing, bro. This is a fucking Harry Potter shirt. And he was like, what? And I was like, this is the name of a store in the Harry Potter universe that the bad guys shop at. And I was like, but I got this shirt because I thought it was cool because of shit like that, where any regular person cannot look at that shirt and go, that's a Harry Potter shirt, right? If it was the glasses and the fucking scar, duh, right? If it was maybe the striped shit, like the Quidditch shirt, the Quidditch jerseys, maybe. Less obvious, less duh. But still, there's Harry Potter shit. Like if you wear any of the what's it called? Crests of the houses, I'm pretty sure people would recognize that as some Harry Potter shit, right? The glasses, the scar, anything of that sort, Harry Potter. I was like, this shit, you gotta be a real fucking Harry Potter nerd to know what the fuck this is and recognize this as a Harry Potter shirt and therefore me as a Harry Potter fan. Which you are proving my point right now because you asked me that fucking question and I'm wearing this shirt. I've been wearing it all day. I'm like, I've been wearing this shirt all day right here next to you. You know what I mean? And then right now we get set up to start recording and I'm wearing the Pizza Planet shit and I'm like, ooh, cool people are gonna know what Pizza Planet is. And then I thought of telling that story because I didn't mention the fact that I was wearing the shirt last week when we were recording.
And guess what, guys? I'm gonna add to his fucking nerdiness.
I just realized you haven't talked very much at all in these whole first 7 minutes.
Let me talk. I'm going to add to his nerdiness and give him this shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it
says Avatar on it. So
but, like, pretend it doesn't, and then it'll be, like, the same, you know?
Yeah. That's a great segue. Sofia! This motherfucker, Sofia. There was like a symphony orchestra thing going around where Avatar, the show, Avatar: The Last Airbender,
he has a mask.
It's the whole orchestra on the stage, and then on the big ass screen, they play the show Avatar, but then the orchestra is playing the fucking score of the show. They're live, and I'm like, I would really like to. I think I would really enjoy going to that thing and seeing it. Long story short, Sofia went without me. And I'm upset. So, Sofia.
It was funny, because listen.
I've been meaning to bring up, Sofia had a date. She went to the fucking thing.
It was funny, hold on. Because Oscar said, because I just FaceTimed him, and we were in intermission. I just FaceTimed with him, and it was like really loud. There's a bunch of stuff going on. And we only have 20 minutes for intermission, right? And so I was like, hey, I'm at like this Avatar thing, and there's merch. Do you want anything? And I show him, he's like, what? Where are you at the Avatar? And then he started like asking questions. I was like, shut up. I was like, shut up. You at
the orchestra thing with Avatar?
And I was like, no, I didn't say shut up. I was like, stop talking. Stop talking. Let me talk. Stop talking. Like I just kept saying that until he stopped talking. And I was like, I don't have time. It's intermission. Do you want something? Yes or no? And what do you want? And then I was like showing him. And he's like, who are you with? And I was like, my boyfriend. Now what do you want? And the funny thing is, I wasn't. I don't have a boyfriend.
She said I'm on a date.
I'm on a date. Oh, I said I'm on a date? No, I said my boyfriend.
Yeah. No, you didn't say your boyfriend.
I know I said my boyfriend. I know I said my boyfriend.
No, you didn't.
I know I said my boyfriend. Because my friend afterwards was like, I'm not even a boy. Like,
no.
Anyways.
Who the fuck did you go with?
Who do you think I went with?
It depends. Because if it was, I would initially say Thomas. But then, unless Thomas said he's not a boy, I don't know Thomas to not be a boy.
You don't know him like that. You haven't.
That's what I'm saying. As far as I know, I don't know that he's not a guy.
Just kidding.
Anyways, so then after that, I don't know. Because I don't really know who your close friends are anymore. Because I know Karen and Itzel have kind of, not that you guys have fallen off, but just they're not necessarily like there with you anymore. So I haven't been updated on who your new like buddies are.
It's not a new friend. It's someone you know.
It's someone I know. Oh, then it was Adilene.
Yeah, duh.
Like that was so easy.
Dummy. Who else would it be?
That's so funny.
But no, yeah. And we went, so I got him that shirt. And then I got this for us, but like when we don't live together, it's coming with me.
Oh, the book.
I got a cookbook. Anyways.
Bro, if they don't have fire flakes in there, I'm gonna burn that book.
I can check. There's an index. But no, yeah, I went because Adelina had.
That's
texted
so funny because Sofia can't even cook that shit without me.
They do. Hold on, 109. Yes, I can. I can for sure. Yes. If you think I can't figure it out, you're stupid. Like, actually stupid.
I didn't say figure it out. I said cook it.
No, like, if I can't figure out how to cook it, it's the same thing.
Bro, I got... You know how you eat Cheez-Its and then it gets all mushy and stuck in your teeth?
Look, Oscar, look. Hold on, I'm going to show the people first. And now I'm going to show you.
Those look pretty good, actually.
Fireflakes.
Anyways, no, I have more to say. So, my deduction of it is that you would for sure enjoy it a lot more than I did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But the way they like marketed it, they were like, oh, this is going to be a summary of like what happens. It was like 2 hours, and the actual like playing and show was 2 hours, but there was a 20-minute intermission. So like the whole thing took 2 hours and 20 minutes, right? But they're like, we're going to summarize it, right? And then we're going to play the chum chum chum, you know? And then we play the chum 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 to enhance the like cinematic experience, right? So I was going in kind of thinking, have you seen those? It's because you don't really watch anime, but there's like movies that come out. Like there's a movie that came out for Demon Slayer, and it was like the second season just like condensed into a movie, right? So I was thinking like that's
like they're still gonna show the show. Like you're still gonna get the story of the actual show.
Yeah, but like it wasn't necessarily that. It was weird. It was like fan favorites. Like it was more like moments. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a show or
like a clip show more so than
a
summary.
But like I think whoever made it, I don't know. It felt like it was made from someone
who hasn't seen the show,
who hasn't like, or like they're not like a like
who isn't, you know what I mean? Yeah, who isn't like a diehard.
Because like it's just. I feel like they showed stuff where it was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Like I like Avatar, they showed that, but then they cut out other parts, and I was like, I feel like if you showed so much of this, you should have showed more of this. You know what I mean? And it felt like the actual like show, like the Avatar, what they showed, it felt choppy. You know what I mean? Like they did like clips where it was like, you know how in the beginning of like each show, it's like, it'll like say the title, and then in like that font, the Avatar font or whatever, they did stuff like that, and then they were like. And it was like Boy in Iceberg. And it was like Katara. And then it was like, but like the way that they like, you know what I mean? It was like Sokka and Yue first meet. And like, but I don't know. It felt choppy, which is weird because the music didn't feel choppy. Like I felt like they like nailed it. Like for sure, I would say
they continuously played or what?
No, like there was like, and then it would like stop, and then the next part on the screen would pop up, and then they would start again. But it didn't feel choppy with the music. But like the viewing experience felt choppy. You know what I mean? But there was like really cool scenes though. I'm not gonna lie. Where I was like, I would get goosebumps, you know? And I think had I been a more appreciative of like music and that, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more. But as someone who's probably more of an Avatar fan than a music fan, like I was just like it was cool, don't get me wrong, it was cool, but there was definitely parts that were like a little lackluster. And also something that did like, there's two things that annoyed me. One was just kind of like, whatever. But another part, like, actually, like, I was annoyed. I was like, how do you not do this, right? Is the first one where I was just kind of like, anytime there was, also there was, like, they hardly ever talked, like, during the thing. Which, like, I mean, kind of makes sense, like, because there's, like, me, like, right? But, like, whenever they did, the music almost always, like, you could, like, kind of hear what they were saying, but you couldn't. You know what I mean? And there was like subtitles, and I get it. You're there for it's like the orchestra, but if you're advertising it as like it's supposed to enhance the somatic experience, I feel like they should have turned up the volume of like the dialogue, especially because it wasn't in every like thing, you know? And the second, they didn't show like on most of the fight scenes that they showed, they didn't like show the whole fight scene, which whatever, like you have to condense it. I get it. But they didn't show the full final fight scene with Aang versus the Fire Lord. They only showed it to when he hits the Avatar state. And I'm like, bro, like that. And this is why
ended it there.
Yes, and that's why I'm like, I feel like you don't like. You have to see Aang getting his ass kicked and then being like, bitch, and then kick. You know what I mean? Like, it's that part that's like... You have
to get the redemption of, like...
Yes! And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, whoever did this, I feel like whoever, like, clipped it together, like, they knew what they were supposed to do, but they just didn't understand the assignment. You know?
Yeah.
But the music was flawless. Like, there was points where I would get, like, Goosebumps and stuff. And that's why I say, like, I think, and also I think had I known going into it, it was going to be more of like clips. Like, I just think they marketed it wrong. Like, I think they should have put fan favorite moments instead of like this whole, it's like, oh, this, you know? Because they showed like the episode where they're like the secret tunnel one, you know what I mean? But like they included, it was so funny actually, because they finished the whole, like, they went through book 1, 2, and 3, and at the end, as like a little bonus, they did the secret tunnel. Like, it was so fucking funny. That part, like, I really enjoyed that part. But you know how before it's like the Cave of Two Lovers and like all that? So on that, they showed like that storyline, but then they like showed like only like 2 seconds of other storylines. You know what I mean? It was just like, I was like, yeah, like that's cool or whatever, but that's not such a essential part of the show and like the characters. You know what I mean? And also, if you're gonna, like, I would have rather you cut that out and show the full fight scene than, you know, it was just a lot of that moments where I was just like, ugh, like, I feel like you cut out and left like
the chopping block was.
It just wasn't it. Like, I think there was a way to get it, even if they were gonna do it. Oh, and it wasn't chronologically correct. Like, they did book 1, book 2, book 3, but within book 1, they would show this part, and then they would show this part, but this part happened before this part, and it was annoying me. I was just like, it's annoying me.
Yeah, that definitely feels like someone who hasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Or like someone had the idea, and then the stupid music guy was like, nah, but the music like this, like they arranged it according to the music as opposed to the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The music was really
Something
nice.
Like that.
Like like it was really cool to hear the music though. Like, I know I'm complaining a lot, but like that was really cool. And I still enjoyed it. Like, I don't think I would go again, but I'm not upset that I did go to begin with, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's the thing. I've thought about that more recently. Because I've kind of talked to Mom about like along with like getting a better job and just having more money and just having more options on what to do with your time and shit. I've told her, I was like, because it's interesting to me because like I don't drink, so I don't really enjoy going out to bars, and I don't it's just me and my roommates, and like I have some cousins here, and I don't really have like a lot of local friends, and so then like I don't really have people to call up and hang out with or this, or like I like am a musician and I don't really know that many other musicians to like jam out with or this or whatever. And so it's like when it comes to finding things to do or how you kind of spend your free time, I think in my head I've had like realizations of like, hey, you can do this like just because you like it. You know what I mean? Like you can go to comedy shows and that can be the thing that you do. Like, yeah, no, I don't go and get all fucked up at the club, but I go to comedy shows and it costs me $60 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I can go to comedy shows or I could do this or I could do that. And there's things to do no matter like what you're into, right? And so then I've thought before, ooh, should I say this? I don't know if I should say it.
Say it.
No.
And then you can cut it out. It's fine.
It's kind of like the nickname situation where it's like, I want someone to call me those nicknames. But if I say the nicknames, if I say the nicknames, then you might call me that just because I said it, but you didn't arrive there on your own. But also, it's kind of unreasonable of me to expect someone to arrive there without any sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations. So I'm not gonna expect someone to arrive there, but I'm not gonna like just lay it all out, right? Anyways, here's the thing about me. I was in band since like 4th grade all the way through 11th, right? And for the first 4 years, right, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, it was nothing but like classical concert band, right? So all the bullshit where everybody's sitting in rows in this whole like Wi-Fi looking thing and the percussion sections in the back. Like I never got onto the drum line until I was in high school, which they didn't have a drum line in middle school, but my entire like beginning relationship with being a musician was in that kind of classical concert setting, right? I didn't start playing instruments before that. I didn't have like my own drum set at home or this or that or whatever. Eventually I got one, but I was already in band up until that point.
Yeah.
And then in high school, like we got into marching band, and then we still had the concert band at the end of the year, and we still had solo and ensemble and all region and all these other things. And so like for me, it was always interesting to me because a lot of the band kids would listen to classical music. Like they would have like Bach and Beethoven and all this shit in their Apple Music library and like listen to it on their headphones and shit. And I never did that.
Understood. Oh.
Never, not once. No, I can understand it. You like the music, right? You play it yourself. You see the value in it. You enjoy hearing it. You appreciate it, right? I never did that shit. And I was always like, and I kind of tried like once or twice to like listen to a couple things. And I'm like, this is just not like, I don't know what it is.
For you.
It's not, it just doesn't do it for me, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, marching band is different because marching band has a drum line, and that has like a whole different kind of like energy and feel to what the performance is, right? When we had UIL and concert band, right, at the end of the year, it was a setting like that where it's typical like band in middle school where it's everybody in rows and we have all the traditional percussive instruments. And we would play shit. And I think in high school, concert band was more of like a little more commonly seen as like what's the word? I can't think of the word, but just it wasn't anybody's favorite part of the year.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like
it was more for practice rather than like the cool part.
It was everybody liked fucking
marching
band season or all region or solo and ensemble or the percussion concert or this or that, and concert band was just kind of like it's something that comes along with it, price to pay, right? And it was never like the cool part. And now and me included, especially once you got into high school and you start to forget that all through middle school your entire relationship with band was concert band. You know what I mean? You didn't there was a little bit of UIL in all region, but it wasn't as big of a thing in middle school as it was in high school. Here's the thing, when you have concert band competitions, you go to whatever school, right? You go to the warm up room, you warm up, get everything tuned, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Go, wait in line. You go onto the floor in the hall or the auditorium or whatever it is. You perform, you go put everything away. Maybe you go get something to eat, whatever the fuck, right? A lot of times what happens is after you perform, you end up going back to the auditorium. I don't know if you know this because I don't know if you've ever done any of this or if you did it in choir or anything. You end up going back to the auditorium. Damn it, I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I don't want to do it now because I think it'll fuck up the recording.
Ooh, is someone disturbing you?
No, I got a notification for Instagram, but okay, no, it didn't fuck it up.
He's lying. It's probably our mom texting him because he doesn't have friends, even on Instagram.
So
you said that wrong.
After you perform, you end up having to go back to the auditorium, and then you just sit in the auditorium and you watch other schools perform until because you stay there until you get your score, and then you fuck off. I don't know why you stay, or I don't remember if that's why you stay that long, but you stay there after you're done and you watch other schools perform. And I remember, and I kind of realized relatively recently, when we had to stay there and watch other schools perform, I always enjoyed it. Like, it was not at all this sort of like,
I have to
listen to these fucking assholes, right? You know what I mean? And of course, there's a certain etiquette when you're there. Like, you shut up and you stop talking when they're performing, and like everybody claps and like kind of does the courtesy whole thing when they're done and stuff. But I genuinely enjoyed like the performance of it and just being there and kind of the experience. And then I kind of realized later when I was at like in my early 20s, because I'm in my mid, right? I was like, it's weird and it's interesting to me that I to this day, I still don't enjoy listening to classical music on my headphones. I don't have any of it in my library, nothing, right?
But appreciate
if you told me like
it more than you realize.
The in-person live thing, you could play all of the same songs on my headphones from my phone or in person in an auditorium. I will enjoy it a million times more in person in an auditorium.
Yeah.
Right? If you tell me the symphony orchestra is going to perform whatever, it doesn't, and that's the thing, it doesn't even matter, because like there's certain symphony orchestras that perform like Christmas shit and they have like a Christmas tour. Okay, you're there for the Christmas music mostly, right? It doesn't even matter if it's Christmas music, if it's this, if it's that, any fucking music of any kind in a live setting like that in an auditorium. I actually really enjoy that shit, right? And so then I'm like, would I do that? Like, again, back to the if you had the money thing, right? And I'm like, would I do that? Would I actually
I feel like
spend my free time like that? You know what I mean?
I feel like it wouldn't be
tickets
something
to the symphony orchestra and
I feel like it wouldn't be something. It wouldn't be the first thing like you think of, but like I think you would enjoy it. I think I would enjoy it more than a bunch of other things that I've done. Way more than that. I've done that. Like, I've been to plenty of professional sports games, and I know I would enjoy that shit more than I would enjoy going to a basketball game, or more than I would enjoy going to a football game. But I would go to a basketball game and a football game way more commonly or often than that shit, because that shit I'd be going by myself. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think it's also though just because usually your like circle of friends and also like family don't do that regularly. So when in your head, when it comes to like, oh, like what do I do for like funsies or whatever, it's just not even a thought that appears, you know?
It's not even an option.
Yeah. Because it's never
been. I can't even tell you right now when the hell is the next time a symphony orchestra is going to perform here in Phoenix, because it's a big city, so I could imagine there is one. You know what I mean? or like I think like bigger cities like Chicago, New York, like they have an actual Chicago Symphony Orchestra, like right, like the cities.
Yeah.
So it's that type of shit where I'm like, if I had the money or if I had this or that or whatever, like would I actually spend my free time going to something like a symphony orchestra just to go to watch and perform and see it, and not even necessarily in like a nostalgic way, but just like
Just
this
to
is something I
enjoy
like
it.
and this is something I'm going to enjoy, and this is how I'm deciding to spend my free time, right? But then also like
would you be okay with going alone type of thing or what?
no. Would I, and how much would I enjoy it? You know what I mean? Because I really like going to the movies, right? And there's been periods of time where I go to the movies every fucking week, every 2 weeks, because I just want to see whatever new shit is coming out, and I enjoy being there, and I enjoy the popcorn, and I enjoy sitting in the theater and watching the movie and this and that and whatever the fuck, right? Like I can't imagine being at a point or in a place where that is a semi-regular occurrence as far as like a leisurely activity is concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I think if I had the money, or if I was in a place, or if I did just, go to see the Christmas concert and whatever the fuck, I think I would enjoy it way more than a lot of other things. Way more than I would enjoy a basketball game, way more than I would enjoy even some concerts. Because a lot of concerts they're kind of conflicting to me, because like, I think when I have songs or artists that I like, I think everyone has their own kind of like personal relationship with the song, right? Which is why they like it. And I think people go to concerts looking to enhance or replicate that dynamic. And I think you don't get it, or I don't get it. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
Like we went to the Billie Eilish concert, right?
Yeah.
And she performed Happier Than Ever. And at the big fucking moment, the drop of it all at the end of the song, and I don't talk shit about you, right? I couldn't hear fucking Billie singing.
Yeah.
All I could hear was the fucking crowd. And I'm like, I didn't pay this. We didn't pay for shit. It was gifted to us. And I'm like, I'm not here to hear all of you assholes. You know what I mean? Like,
I was part of the you assholes. Sorry.
That's fine. But like, it's that type of shit where I'm like, in concerts where like I fucking
you're there.
Hate.
It's more you're there for the vibe, not for the like. It's more of like it's like you have to understand. Like it's like yes, you're hearing, but also I think you're there for the vibe that like you're jamming out with the artist rather than like we're all gonna sit down and like hear it and like sink it. You know?
That's the thing. I think the way I view a performance, both on the performing end and on the viewing end, is super, super, super highly influenced by my experience with band. Right? Like a lot of artists, when they just say like the first 2 words of each lyric and then they let the fucking crowd sing it and all this shit. That's not a fucking performance. You're just coordinating the fucking party at that point. You know what I mean? Like you're not performing. You're not fucking giving something there. Right? Which is like why I don't like some concerts I've been to. They did like Joyner Lucas. That motherfucker actually raps the fucking songs. You know what I mean? We went to the Joji concert and a lot of shit was like he wasn't singing. He was letting the crowd. He was just dancing, doing stupid things. And it's like, I'm here to fucking hear you sing it, dude. Like, I can listen to a recording on my phone, in my headphones, in the car. I can sing it with my friends in my living room. You know what I mean? Like, it's all that type of shit. And then also, like, in band, of course, you have to do the performing. And when you're in the audience, like I said, you have to shut the fuck up. Everybody shuts up and everybody does nothing but receive the performance. They're not contributing. There's nothing going on between you and the other person. You're not dancing. You're not this. You're not that. It's nothing but experience, right? Whereas, like, I think that's also the relationship I have with songs. When I just listen to them, I'm just experiencing it. I'm not necessarily singing along and disrupting whatever is going on. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm dancing kind of by myself, right? Or with someone or whatever. And so, like, I think when I go to concert, anyways, I think when I go to concerts, that's kind of like what I'm looking for, is the witnessing, the experience of the performance. And I don't think
that's not the case with most cases. Is what people
aim to create.
I want to see you go to a rave.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think there are certain artists that I really enjoy listening to the music, but if they perform in a certain way at their concerts, I don't think I would enjoy going to the concert. Probably. And oddly enough, the classical music that I don't listen to ever on my own in my headphones, I would enjoy being at that concert more. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's fucking weird to me.
Well, yeah. But I kind of wasn't done talking about what I was going to talk about. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
My bad.
Rewind. No, it's okay. It's a different subject, but like still kind of like tied together, I guess. So I went to the Avatar concert last Friday, right? And what's it called?
2 days ago.
It's 2 days ago. That was last Friday.
Yeah.
This past Friday. Sorry. Anyways, went to Avatar concert this past Friday. Or whatever. And I had to go, like, right after I got out of work, I was gonna start heading over to, like, the place where it was, right? Just because I get out, like, kind of late, and the concert was kind of late, right? Makes sense. I wasn't gonna have time to get ready between. So, every time I go to work, I never wear makeup. I don't do my hair. Like, when I say I don't do my hair, it's not just like I wake up and I go. No. Like, I brush it and then I just put it in like a bun with a claw clip, and then that's just how my hair is all the time. It's not like done, you know? And so I had straightened my hair and then I put makeup on. And the thing is, I don't even put a lot of makeup on. Like, I do my eyebrows and then I put like a little bit of eyeshadow kind of like on my waterline and then like right here, like just a little bit, and then mascara, blush, and lip gloss, right? That's it. And as far as makeup goes, like, that's not a lot. Like, I don't use concealer, I don't use foundation, I don't use bronzer, I don't use contour. Oh, I also put highlight. Because I was gonna say, like, I do use highlight. But anyways, and even the stuff that I do, I try to do it like so it looks more natural. Like, I don't go full glam, you know? And but every time I go to work, I don't do that. Like, at all. Like, I'm always just barefoot. Like, how I am now. Like, my face-wise, not my hair. Because I actually did my hair. Because I try to do my hair sometimes. Sometimes I don't. But I try to do my hair for the podcast. And so, like, my face is always just like this.
You do?
Sometimes. Anyways. Asshole. So I went. And it was, like, this whole transformation thing, I guess. Because literally, every one of, like, the people that, like, I go there, like,
at work?
Oh, yeah. Like, I went there like, oh, so your hair's long. Oh, and then they were like,
it's Friday. Yeah, whatever.
They're like, somebody has plans. And then they were like, ooh. Like, they all, like,
that's so
I don't know
funny.
about they all, but for sure there was one that was like, oh, like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm going to hang out with my friends, like, or I'm going to hang out with my friend after I get out. And she was like, your friend, huh? And I was like, no, my actual friend. She's like, oh, your actual friend. Sure. You straighten your hair, do your makeup on for friends. And I was just like, and I didn't want to get into, like, just if I go out, I'll, like, get done up. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Unless if I'm going to my friend's house and that's everywhere I'm going, I'm not going to do my makeup. But if we're going to go to the mall, I'm going to get done up, right? It's the way my brain works, right? And then I was like, no, like, it's like
Sofia
no,
has, like,
it's my friend.
Like, safe and non-safe spaces in her brain. And they're very, very hard drawn lines. And she does not break them. You know what I mean? Like, it can be gross sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
That's so rude. But anyways, and then she's like, okay, what are you guys doing? And I was going to, like, and I didn't want to explain, like, the whole, oh, it's like the Avatar. And,
Have
like,
you seen Avatar?
Yeah, and I was like, but then the alternative is saying, oh, it's like an orchestra concert.
Yeah.
And who just goes to orchestra concerts just with a buddy? You know what I mean?
Hold up.
Well,
You said orchestra concert like it means something. There's like slang that I'm not aware of, you know? Because you were like, who goes to an orchestra concert?
No, because it's more like sensual or whatever, like more romantic. Yeah, like it's more fancy, like, because it's not cheap. It's more like mature, I guess. I don't know, but it's like, you know. And so I was like, yeah. Oh, it's like an orchestra concert thing. And she was like, and I was just like, shut up. I was like, no, like, you don't even know. It's more nerdy than it is like romantic. And she's like, what do you mean? And this person that I was talking to, she like, she reads a lot of books, and she's always like saying like, oh, have you read this one? You should read this one. Have blah, 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 blah. Right? And I was like, have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? And she was like, yeah. I was like, so it's basically like a summary of like the whole thing, but they're going to be playing the music that goes along with the scenes to like enhance your experience. And then I started like explaining it, and then she's like, you're such a little nerd. And I was like, oh my God. Stop it. But it was funny. It was funny. It was like, it gets annoying. It was funny, but also it gets annoying.
It's funny for a moment.
It's funny for a moment until people keep showing up at the new shifts going like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then I joked around, like, I don't know. Like, I appreciate it because they don't do it, like, they're not trying to be mean. You know what I mean? They don't do it, like, in a condescending
Good
way.
intentions.
Oh!
Oh, shit. The call
He hung up.
dropped.
That's so
I don't know what
weird.
happened. I think her shit
I was in the middle of talking.
Now it's my time,
okay,
my
call me
turn
back.
to talk
I'm
endlessly,
gonna have to
guys.
connect to my headphones again,
I'm
though.
just kidding. I don't have a
He's
whole lot
so
to
annoying.
say. But I'm sure Sophia is talking her ass off.
Hold on, let me connect you to my headphones. Why'd you hang up?
I didn't. It just dropped.
Oh, it just dropped, did it? Just kidding. Anyways, stop dancing like the music dropped. Anyways.
Yeah!
Anyways, like, they don't mean it, and, like...
They have good intentions.
They have good intentions, but, like, it does, like... Because I think it's more annoying for me personally because I have continuously not worn makeup throughout my life. You know what I mean? Like, when I went to school, don't wear makeup when I did. Like, I just... Unless I'm going out, and I'm more of a homebody, too, so, like, I don't even go out that much, you know? So, like, the people who see me in my day-to-day lives, like... are mostly from school or from work. And I don't put on makeup at school or work, especially at work, because, like, I'm walking around, I'm sweating, like, I don't want, like, I just, no. Right? So it's just something that's, like, kind of happened to me, like, my whole life, I guess, like, on the rare occasions that I did, especially because, a lot in high school, like, every now and then I was like, I'll do my makeup. And, like, everyone's always like,
everyone make a big deal out of, why? What's going on?
A big deal. And it's like, everyone assumes that I'm doing it for someone.
For a man.
Specifically, yeah. And
I know that's what you want to say.
And it's just annoying. I'm like, can't I just, like, do makeup because I felt like doing it? Like if I'm going on a date and I do makeup, okay, let's be fucking for real. I'm doing this in I was like,
you'll be like, yeah.
I'm like, okay, can't do that one. But, like, you know, sometimes I just feel like, I don't know. But yeah, that happened a lot. And it was funny.
Well, you create your baseline, so
yeah.
I have a solution for
wait.
you.
No,
You're not going to like it.
Wait. I'm not done saying what I was going to say. But it was funny, though.
That sounded like you were done.
I was, and then I remembered I was going to say something else.
Fuck you. You were done.
No, but it's still within the thing. And so, like, someone else had come into their shift, right? They were like, I think they were like the afternoon shift or something. They're like, whoa. And then everyone just kind of laughed at that point because it was funny because everyone had the same reaction because everyone's like, oh.
Everyone gets to start watching the next person.
Yes.
Reaction. Yeah.
Yes. And she's like, oh, and then everyone started laughing. She's like, well, she's like, it's because everyone's been like, kind of like, oh, like, wow. And I was like, damn, guys, all I'm hearing is that you think that I'm not put together and I need to start, like, dressing better. Like, on a day-to-day. And then they laughed. They're like, no, it's not that. I was like, I don't know. Y'all are a little too surprised. And also, side note.
This is too big of a deal.
It's too big of a deal, exactly. Side note, every time I put makeup on, even it happens with my phone, it won't unlock for my face.
What?
Yes! It's so annoying. What? And the thing is, like, eventually it will. Like, the first time I put makeup on, like, the first couple times I try it doesn't. And I have to, like, angle it to where it's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that is the same person.
Your phone's like, this is too pretty of a person.
Yes! And I'm just like, that's so rude. I was like, because the thing is, I don't even be doing too much. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I look so different with makeup.
Even when you do your makeup, you're not super, like, cake facey, like.
Yes, but, like, I don't know. Like, do I look really different when I do my makeup? Is it like, oh?
I don't know, motherfucker. You never wear that shit in front of me.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. But.
Oh, well, I was going to say, I have a very simple solution, but you're not going to like it, so.
I don't have, but the thing is, I also don't like wearing makeup. I think maybe I would wear makeup more if I had, like, money or whatever.
Have to do it for flags so much?
Well, that. But no, but I was going to say, most of the makeup I have, like, the reason why I don't put it on so much is, like, I always, like, I don't ever break out with pimples, but I get hives. Like, just in general. And so every time I put makeup on, I'll get, like, a hive by the end of the day. And it's just annoying. But that's because I'm probably either A, I'm allergic to something in my makeup, or B, it's just expired. Chances are, to be honest, it's probably B because I've had this makeup forever. But makeup's expensive, and I don't have money right now to be, like, buying more. Right. And it's just
all you got to do is wear makeup every day, and then this will stop happening.
No, thank you. Simple.
Hey, we've been going on about this for a while, I think, so I'm gonna steer hard left.
No. There actually.
You know what I've found out?
There's actually something else I wanted to touch on, though.
Hurry up.
Okay, you're so mean.
I'm tired of not talking.
I have a weird relationship with makeup. I used to. I think it's a lot healthier now than it used to be.
Oh my god, this is like you're getting into a whole other thing. This is backstory.
Listen. It's about makeup. No, because like in high school, like I would always have to have like a full face for flags, right, on every Friday. But generally, I would also just wear.
So often.
I would wear makeup a lot in high school because like I had it and like and so like I would wear like kind of like a full face. Not so much my senior and junior year, but like I would say like my freshman and sophomore year. But then it would get to a point where like I felt insecure without makeup on, and I was like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? So then I stopped. Like I did a hard like cold turkey, right? Just like no more makeup. And then I was like, I don't like this. I feel naked. And then like, I don't know. And then I just kept going. Like, so I did it to where like I felt comfortable.
You don't want to be at a point where you can't not have it.
Yes. And so like every now and then, like when I do start wearing makeup on a more day-to-day basis, I don't know. Sometimes I've noticed that like
you
if I
feel
do
yourself like slipping back.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Like I'll be wearing it and I'm like, oh, I don't want to make it today. But like I look so musty. I was like, you don't even look you know what I mean? So it's just so that's why I don't wear makeup like on a day-to-day too. Like that's like a little bit more of like a personal reason, I guess.
That's my only thing, which I know I'm not allowed to have a thing about makeup.
You're not allowed to have a thing unless you wear makeup. You don't even know,
my
guys.
Thing,
Oscar
that's the only thing that I kind of like. No, I don't. Fuck you. This is the only part I grow because this is the only part that kind of fills in a bit. Actually fills in a bit, Anyways, I've been experimenting with it all of this year. This is what we got.
Looks so best or what?
Anyways, that's the only thing that I don't like about makeup is that like what it does to you. You know what I mean? Because people have all sorts of bullshit arguments about it. I do it for me and I do it for this and I don't do it for that and whatever the fuck. My whole thing is like if you feel like you can't show your face without it, that seems like a bad thing. Or it seems like it's doing you not necessarily more harm than good, but too much harm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like that, but that to me transcends makeup in general. Like it's bigger than that. You know what I mean? Anything that kind of makes you feel that way is like not good for you. You know what I mean? But anyways, those are my 2 cents.
And that's why I don't wear makeup.
You know what I've learned?
No. What'd you learn?
You're gonna like this. Here's the general subject. Spooky season. Right?
Spooky season! I already like it.
Okay.
Say no
more. Now that you're paying attention. I
was paying attention before.
Now that you're paying attention. You know what here's the thing. This movie is a kind of cult classic within the family, right?
Oh, within the family?
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas or what?
Within the family. I don't like that movie. I don't dislike Nightmare Before Christmas,
we watch it every year.
I do not fucking care about it. With it, the family. I'm included in the family, asshole.
You usually watch it.
It's not a family classic.
No, but you watch it.
Fucking dingus. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Anyways, shut up.
No, hold on. I want to guess. Can I guess? Wait. I want to guess. Let me guess. Is it Coraline?
That's the only other option, you fucking idiot.
I knew it was Coraline. I saw it in theaters.
But I wanted to say Coraline, and I wanted you to be like,
oh, Coraline. I love Coraline. I do love Coraline. You fucked
it all up.
It's not my fault. I'm so smart.
Coraline is a family classic, right? Because my older sister was a weirdo. She loved all the Tim Burton stuff, all the Harry Potter stuff, all the nerdy Twilight stuff. And we were the younger siblings. So we like all that shit too. I don't like Twilight. That's just dog shit. But anyways.
I also think it's dog shit, but I also like it.
So it's interesting to me because none of us were ever like High School Musical fans. I've never seen those movies in my fucking life. And just right now I'm realizing it's because Celeste didn't like that shit. You know what I mean? It's because Celeste never liked that shit. It's because Celeste liked more like Tim Burton-y fucking Napoleon Dynamite type shit. You know what I mean? And I've seen all those movies. Or like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anyway, Celeste is a fucking weirdo.
She likes the weird stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but we love her. Anyways, Celeste loved fucking Coraline. I like Coraline. Sofia loved fucking Coraline. My sunglasses, the blue ones that I don't like letting you wear, I realized what I like about them. I realized what I like about them. I feel like other Oscar in those sunglasses. You know what I mean? Like that's the vibe that I get. Anyways, you know what I've learned about Coraline?
No.
I've learned that you and Celeste, not me, you and Celeste are fucking weirdo freaks. Because Coraline apparently is like a lot of people's it. You know how Celeste saw it at a young age and it traumatized her and she's been scared of clowns ever since? That's how people feel about Coraline. Like a lot of people. Like if you ever see a video, like a Reddit video on Coraline, people are like, I have no idea how the fuck this is a kids movie. If you've ever read the book, the actual book is fucking haunting. I don't understand
read
how
the
anyone
book.
ever thought to turn that into a kids movie. And people were like, oh, when I was a kid, that movie fucked me up. I was so scared of it, and it gave me nightmares. And I was like, that movie is hailed as this like
I love
wonderful,
Coraline.
beautiful thing in our family.
It's amazing.
And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with us, Celeste? You fucked us up. We're supposed to be scared of this, like normal people. You know what I mean?
Time out real quick. That it's actually funny that you say that, because generally the Coraline movie, it didn't like scare me. Like it was more like suspense. But there was one scene where I was like, where it was a little intense for me, you know. And it's the scene, the
spider shit.
Where, yeah, it actually is. Oh, kind of. You know, where, like, the floor drops and it's, like, the spider web and she's, like, trying to go? It's when she's running out of the tunnel. No. That's a lie. It's when is it? Wait, no. Not me getting the whole movie wrong. No. It's when, it's the tunnel part where, like, she's, oh, no, yeah, is it that part?
Oh, my fucking God.
Hold on.
Where she's running through the tunnel and the other mother's, like, destroying it, trying to get at her and shit.
Yeah.
Until she closes the door.
Yeah. It's like but I can't remember if that is happening, if that part happens after the spider web, or if it's the first time she escapes through there.
Why would the other mother be destroying it, chasing after her the first time, Sophia?
No, not the first time. Escapes, not goes back. Yeah.
She has to get,
yeah, because she only goes through that door twice. Because the other times she just falls asleep, and then she wakes up, and she's back in her boring life or whatever. But I can't remember which one. But whichever one where it's like, she's like screaming, it's like, ah! And it like, the scene's like cutting closer and closer and it looks like she's, that part fucked me up a little as a kid, not gonna lie. Every time that part would come on, I was like, and even now, a little bit, I'm just like, like, I don't get like, anymore, but I do feel like the rest is just like a fond, like, and then that part I'm like, you know?
But yeah, I've heard that movie
That's
was
funny.
like, an It or like a Jeepers Creepers level, like, cause Jeepers Creepers scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
And me, that is, I really love scary movies, but I refuse to watch Jeepers Creepers as an adult. Like, I don't.
You still won't watch it? The second one?
I won't watch it. That is the only scary
movie
movie that traumatized me so much that I'm just like,
I think I only ever saw the second one as a kid. I don't think I saw the first one until I was like an adult already. But I didn't watch that shit for a long time.
No, that one.
But yeah.
I don't remember which one it was. It's wherever, like, the dude's, like, in the car on the highway and they're, like, running them off the highway. Whichever one that is. I don't know if that was the first or the second one. But I saw it, and I was a kid when I saw it.
Is it the one with the school bus where it's all the high school students? Or the one where they're driving the car, and then the Jeepers Creepers truck is, like, chasing after him. And, like, they keep driving away, and then he keeps chasing after him, and then they get to the store, and then he gets to the store. You know what I mean?
Honestly, this is how long ago I've watched it. I don't even know. I just know there's a scene in the car. Is it the one with the high school
students in the school bus?
I think it's that one.
That's the second one.
Okay. Well, we probably watched it at the same time then, if you, like, saw it as a kid. Yeah. But no. But I just remember, like, I've never been more scared than I couldn't. Like, that's the only part of the movie that I could tell you about. Like, I know that, like, I can't even properly describe how Jeepers Creepers looks. Just, like, he's, like it's leathery. You just know, and, like,
you can't look at that motherfucker.
I just know, yeah, like, the thought of rewatching it, I'm like, fuck no. Like, no, thank you.
We should rewatch it.
No, that is the only one.
We should rewatch it and, like, vlog it. You know what I mean? Like,
because I feel like it'll go one or two ways. Like, I'll watch it and be like, oh, why was I even scared of it? Or I'll watch it.
Or you'll be like,
and it'll be even more terrifying. Because, guys, this is the thing. It's a conundrum, right? I like watching scary movies, but I'm a pussy, right? And, like, all the jump scares, I jump, you know? Like, it works. Like,
they work.
They work, literally. Like, and the thing is, even when it's super obvious and I know it's coming, I'll still get scared. You know what I mean? And in that time, I'm scared. Granted, I don't ever leave, like, the theater or leave to my room or whatever, like, feeling like, you know, in the moment I'm scared, but afterwards, like, I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. That was scary. You know? And I feel like, yeah. But anyways, point is, Jeepers Creepers, hard pass.
Coraline is beloved in our family.
I love Coraline. We made watch
Don't get me wrong. I like that shit too.
Kind of funny.
Was he?
No, but because we saw it in theaters, but they were playing it in 3D. Because it was like an annual like screening of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, he didn't, because it's 3D. And so he refused to wear the glasses. He was like, no, because it makes it look too real. And so we took him off.
Anyways.
But no, yeah, he was all cuddled into Celeste's side, and Celeste was like, there. But
See, he's normal.
He's gonna be on the Reddit being like, they made me watch it in 3D.
In
Assholes.
3D, I couldn't put the glasses on. Yo, you know what I did this week? It was fucking hilarious, but I felt kind of bad. In the clubhouse, so I'll be in the clubhouse of the apartment complex when I edit the podcast, right? And
it's just like a little
there's
sitting
door.
area.
They know what a clubhouse is, Sofia.
I don't know. When I hear clubhouse,
Shut
I think
up,
of forts.
Shut up. Can I just fucking tell the story?
I think of forts.
And pillows and blankets.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a giant blanket club pillow fort in the fucking complex, right?
That sounds amazing. I would go.
So I'm there editing, right? And
sitting
the
on a
fucking
pillow.
glass window is in front of me with the sidewalk right there next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's glass to my side because it's a little wall that like turns and shit. And there's a door right there between the clubhouse and outside the complex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. The door only has handles inside on the clubhouse side.
Okay.
Not on the outside to get in.
Yeah.
So people constantly use that door for the first time ever when I'm there editing the podcast. So they walk up to it from the outside, put the little key fob on the thing, beep, it beeps, and then they go to open the door and there's no fucking door handle. And they're like, what the fuck? And they beep it and then they go and like start fucking trying to stick their fingers in there and shit. So I just get up and I let them in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. It's not uncommon to see homeless people and stuff in this side of town, bigger cities in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I was there editing the podcast, right? And some ladies walking by, and she didn't look clearly homeless.
But you could
maybe
be.
Almost, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
She was on the verge of being homeless, you know?
She goes up. She's behind on the rent. No, we should stop making homeless jokes. Anyways, she walks up to the door, and she just starts, like, kind of trying to open it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she turns to the glass, because there's also glass next to me, and it's, like, maybe 10 feet away. And she sees me, and I'm on my phone because I was scrolling because I was procrastinating, not editing yet, right? She sees me, and she starts fucking knocking. But I had my headphones on, and I was on my phone. So I'm ignoring the bitch. I'm just like...
I can't hear you, but I can't see you.
Right? And she was knocking, and then she, like, starts knocking harder. And I was like,
I can't
don't
hear
laugh.
you.
Don't fucking laugh. Don't laugh. I was trying so hard not to laugh. And then she walks around right fucking in front of me. Because the glass is literally... The glass is literally as close as my phone is. It's right fucking there. It's a little counter up against the wall.
Yeah, because you're the one. Oh my God, Oscar.
It's a little counter up against the wall, and my computer's right here. And I was like this on my phone, and I didn't move, and I didn't look up. And she fucking does this shit on the glass right in front of me.
And you're just like, I don't see nothing. I don't hear nothing.
She fucking knocks the shit out of the glass. And I was like, I'm not looking at this. I don't see nothing. Here's the thing. Here's why.
No, because if she actually lives there, she could just like go somewhere else.
Every time I let someone in, they have the key fob, and they put it on the thing, and the thing makes the noise that it makes when it opens the door.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have a key fob. She wasn't putting it on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't making no noise.
Mm-hmm.
You need that key fob to get everywhere in the complex, to get into the property, to get into the building, to get to the pool, to get to the gym, to get everywhere. She didn't have the key fob. She didn't put it on the thing. I'm like, I have no reason to believe you live here. And I'm not interested in finding out what the fuck you want if I let you in. But it was fucking hilarious to me because she was right there on the fucking glass.
You see me.
Knocking the shit out of the glass. And I was like fucking glued to my phone. Trying not to make a face or anything. And here's the thing. A lot of times if people go and they kind of look or they can't get in, they'll walk around, they'll come in. Yeah. They'll come into the building, and then the natural like routing of the building, they'll end up coming through the clubhouse. Wow. Or they'll be walking their dog outside, they'll go around, come inside, and they'll walk through the clubhouse, and I'll see them. I never saw that bitch come through the clubhouse later. So I still don't know if she lived here or not. But it was so hard to not fucking like move or like look or like, because I had my headphones, so I was like, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. I could be listening to music. I could be this or that. She doesn't know that I can very clearly hear her knocking the shit out of the glass.
But she's
You know
right
what I
in
mean?
front of you, and you have peripherals,
She
you know?
She was right fucking there, dude. It was fucking ridiculous. I felt bad. But I was like, no, if
It
you
is
had the
what it
fob,
is.
I would have just let you in. If you had the fob, I would have let you in for sure. But
No matter how homeless
you
she
didn't,
looked, you know?
and why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like,
You know?
yeah, that wasn't happening. But anyways, I have one more little quick story if you want to hear it.
I
'Cause
don't.
We should
Bye.
stop already. Yeah, I
Just
promise you won't hear it. It's so funny.
What's up?
So I had like, I've just been buying more clothes recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I only had like 4 or 5 wife beaters, right?
Mhm.
Undershirts.
He
And
doesn't
then-
actually hit women.
No one that says that word hits people because they say that word. Anyways,
Police might.
I only had like 4 or 5
I
wife beaters,
arrested
right?
like 4 or 5 wife beaters.
What the fuck did you say?
I was like,
Anyways,
police.
shut up. I only had like 4 or 5, and shirts like this with shit on it make me sweat. So I like to wear the undershirt because then I don't sweat as much,
He's
right?
a sweaty hoe.
So I decided to buy more
Okay.
because I need to wear one every day of the week, right?
All right.
So I went to Walmart. I was looking around. Hanes, white, those 6-pack, right? I picked a large because I wear large shirts. This is a large, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every time I buy a shirt, I buy a large. Some fit better than others, but large, right?
Mm-hmm.
I buy a 6-pack of larges, right? Whatever. Come back. I'm doing my laundry, putting shit away. I open up the wife beaters, take them out, and they're all folded together. Like they're laid on top of each other and then folded around like cardboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I take them out and
They're
I
like
start
huge or what?
unfolding them, and these shits are fucking enormous. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is fucking huge. And I was like, here's the thing, I don't know what to go off of other than the large. It says large, and then it says like 42-46, which is supposed to be like the size of your chest, like your torso if you measure around. I don't fucking do that. I'm like, people make shirts, large is this big, no matter who's making it most of the time.
It's different because it's like an undershirt,
Large.
maybe.
Large
supposed to be a little
undershirt
more-
should be for people that are the size of that wear large shirts, right?
Hmm.
I
No.
pull them out of the package. They're fucking enormous. I was like, what in the fuck? How is this gonna fit me?
Knuckles is that?
What in the fuck knuckles is this, right?
Yeah.
Sofia. Shamefully. They might even fit a little tight. Because I was like, I can't keep this. I'm going to have to return these. They were $20. They're fucking huge. I was like, fuck it. Let me try one on. Just see what happens. I put it on. No, yeah, it's a large. It fits.
This is how big my
perfectly
body is? Like,
Here's the thing. The thing is, they're long. They're longer than my shirts, and they're
Mm.
longer than they need to be because you tuck them in. So they would, you need them extra long to make sure it doesn't come untucked. But yeah, they fit perfectly fine. But for a second there, they
You were
looked
like-
fucking huge.
yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? This isn't gonna fit.
It's okay.
It was fucked up.
We all
I
have those
just put it
moments.
on, and I'm in the mirror, and I was like, oh no, yeah, this is fine.
I wonder what's worse. Like, because I've had moments like that happen to me, but in like the reverse, like I'll be like, oh yeah, this will fit me, and like it won't even, like with pants, like I'm like, it'll fit me, and it doesn't even go up like my mid thigh. You know what I mean? Like I wonder,
Yeah.
like which one's worse? Thinking something
Nah, that
It's
shit's worse. That shit's
too
worse.
big for you, or something will fit you but it doesn't fit you. You know, like because I feel
Nah,
like they're
think-
both.
I
feel
think that not fitting is worse.
like.
Cause then I don't know. Cause
You
to
know?
me, it's like if you see a shirt and you're like, oh, is it a small? Is it too small? No, I fit in this. And then you put it on, you're like, no, I fucking don't. You know what I
Too
mean?
small.
Like,
Yeah. No, but if you're looking at something, you're like, this is fucking huge. Like, this isn't going to fit me. And then it fits. And you're like, I thought it was fucking huge. You know, like,
Yeah.
am I fucking cute? Like, you know, it kind of makes
it's
you
not
think
that
like,
bad of a feeling. I don't know. I just went through it.
True.
I didn't think it was too bad.
Yeah, it's true. That's
That's
all,
all I got
folks.
for today.
We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed it. And comment if you like the movie Coraline. And if there's 100 likes on this video, I'll watch Jeepers Creepers. There's not going to be 100 likes on the video, Oscar. But if there is,
One
I'll
day
watch
there will
Jeepers
be.
Creepers.
One day there will be, and you already made the promise.
Nuh-uh.
There we go.
It has a
Bye-bye.
by the end of this year.
Nah.
Okay, fine, whatever. Bye.